Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rule breakers around the world, welcome to another edition of Before the Bell. Now, I know what you're thinking. No, it's not Friday. No, you're not going crazy. This is a very special edition of Before the Bell, and I really just want to give you guys a taste of what it's all about. This is not going to be as long as normal. Normally, I go about 45 minutes to an hour, depending upon the topics that I want to talk about. Um, but this episode is only going to go 15 minutes, and just to familiarize you guys with this podcast, to really get you to understand what it's all about. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you're not familiar with Before the Bell, it airs every single Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Unfortunately, lately that hasn't necessarily been the case because YouTube has been being a pain in the ass. So I apologize to those of you who do watch the show or listen to the show. And have been waiting and waiting. I'm trying to get it out at noon. It doesn't always work that way. That's the time slot that I like to have it in, but unfortunately YouTube has really been screwing me over lately. So it's been coming out more 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So hopefully I can get back on the trend at 12. Hopefully YouTube has fixed whatever issues it was having with the uploading process. But not to continue to bore you with nonsense that you really don't give a shit about. And quite frankly, I don't blame you. So we're going to move right along here, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show. And as I start every one of my Before the Bell, sit back, relax, throw a pair of headphones in, and let me entertain you for as long as you're willing to listen. That's, hopefully you're willing to listen throughout the entire show. This one's only 15 minutes, so I think you can make it. Hopefully you can hold on for that long. I'll try not to bore you. Hopefully I'm entertaining enough for you. So with that being said, without further ado, first things first, I just really quickly want to touch on an issue that's been going on within the rope break team that I know many of you have noticed. I just want to clear the air on this. I know there's been a little bit of tension building between me and Aussie, but I want to make it perfectly clear that there's nothing, it hasn't affected our friendship. Me and him, at least from my end, from what I see, I can't speak for him, but for me, I still view him as one of my best friends. To me, he's family. He's like a brother to me. I mean, hell, I'm going over to watch TLC. I'm going over to his apartment to watch TLC this weekend on Sunday, so, I mean, unless he, calls me tomorrow and uninvites me, nothing really wrong between us. Just some friendly competition. Obviously, we're both in the running for Podcast of the Year for the Golden Ropes. And yeah, of course I want to win, and so does he. We're both competitive. We want to win. So yeah, we're taking jabs at each other. But I just want to make it clear that there's the tension is friendly, except for one thing he did say that did legitimately bother me. And that is the basis of the post that I recently put on Facebook, pretty much calling him out on something he said, because it did bother me. I want you to know that I'm not attacking him personally, and I'm not attacking his show. I love his show. The Sharpshoot is definitely one of the greatest shows on YouTube, not even just for rope break, but in all of, in everything wrestling related on YouTube that has to do with that line of work. Really an amazing show. He really does a great job, as an amazing camera presence, and I'm thoroughly entertained every time I listen. So with that being said, I did just want to say that I did watch last week's episode of The Sharpshoot, and there is something he said, and if you're not aware of it, there is something he said that truly bothered me, and that is the fact that he doesn't want rope breakers to be giving out an award at the Golden Ropes. Now, I understand it. I do. It's his show, and he just wants it to be as perfect as possible. We did. This is going to be the second year we do the Golden Ropes. We did one before. As Aussie likes to say, that's locked in the vault. And nobody can ever see that episode. I don't think it was that bad, but it really didn't reflect his abilities as a graphic designer. He really is extremely talented in that field, does a lot of great, amazing stuff, and it really didn't reflect it. And I think deep down that actually bothered him a lot, because he knew he was better than that, and he really just wants this one to be the best thing he's ever done. He wants to prove that that wasn't his best, that show, um, he really just wants to overshadow that show and just kind of blow it out of existence. He wants this show to really prove what he can do. And I feel like in his mind, he can be a bit of a perfectionist. I know him very well. He can be a bit of a perfectionist. But I mean, so can I. I'm not, poking at him for that. That's his prerogative and mine too. I have a problem with that as well. But for him, I think in his mind, the show won't be perfect if any one of our rope breakers presents an award. And I don't agree with that. I feel like that's very disrespectful because you guys have been so supportive of us. And I personally, I appreciate the hell out of it. I mean, you guys, like I said in my post, we would not be here without you. That is genuine. I truly, truly mean that. And I feel like, I really just feel like it's not fair of Aussie to do that. And I would love to have a rope breaker giveaway an award. I think that would be an amazing way for us to pay you back for all of the stuff that you guys have done for us. But he really doesn't want that on the show. He wants it to go perfect, and he thinks that will I don't know about ruin the show, delegitimize the show. I don't know his whole reasoning behind it. I know he's very adamant about not having, fans. And then he went out of his way to call out a rope breaker, and that bothered me too because, he called out a kid by the name of Jose Paulino. Good kid, very, 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 very involved with us. He's been such a great supporter of the website. Very, very much. He spreads the word. He's involved with everything we do. One of the best rope breakers that we have right now. And the fact that he would go out of his way to call him out, pretty much calling him annoying, which I don't think that's fair at all. And like I said about the other, it's kind of disrespectful. I mean, it's not fair to you guys. So that bothered me. So, like I said, he's one of my best friends, and I love him like a brother. But it just bothered me that he would say something like that. And I know that the way he said it was more comedic. He said jabroni, and he referred to you guys as, if you're watching the show, itching your stomach, eating Cheetos. He called you random ass jabronis. He's like, we don't want you giving away an award at the Golden Ropes, so don't email us on Facebook asking if you can give away an award. Which he then followed up by calling out Jose Paulino, saying, we're looking at you, Jose Paulino. And like I said, I don't think that's fair. You guys have done so much. I think it would be great to have a rope breaker giving away an award. I think that would be really cool, giving back to the fans, but it's something he's not interested in, and it bothers me. So I kind of put it out on Facebook, and I wanted you guys to know that this is what he's saying, and I don't appreciate it. Maybe I went about it the wrong way, but in reality, I just don't think it's right, and I kind of, in a sense, wanted him to see it too, because I want him to know that I'm not too happy about him doing that. I don't appreciate it. I've talked to him about it before, and he's kind of, not blown me off. He's mentioned it and talked about it, but he's very adamant about not having them do it. But he doesn't really give me a real response as to why. I'm just assuming, like I said, that it's because he wants us to go off without a hitch and thinks that the rope breakers will kind of delegitimize the Golden Ropes. Because this is his baby. He wants it to be perfect. I can understand that and I can appreciate that, but I still think that we should have at least one fan giving away an award. I think that would be awesome just to give back to you guys for all of your support. So that's really what that was all about. And it also bothered me that, he has full creative control because, like I said, this is his show. So he controls everything about the Golden Ropes. And it's going to be one hell of a show. I'm not denying that one bit. I'm not saying it's gonna suck. It's going to be a great show. He's going to put it together beautifully. It's going to be amazingly done. He's already doing a hell of a job. Me and Alec have been doing our part, working our asses off, trying to make this the best show, trying to help him out to make this the best show. But at the end of the day, he makes the creative decisions. Therefore, there's nothing I can really do about you guys not being allowed to give away an award as much as I would love to. At the end of the day, he makes the decisions, and he doesn't want that to happen. And I'm not really too sure why. He also went out of his way to put 2 of his shows in the poll. Me and Alec both only have one of our shows on there. He has 2, and he's even said to me, because he put both the sharpshoot and rope break radio, which he knew a lot of people would vote for because they loved it, but he made it very clear that if rope break radio wins, he would win. He made it very clear that that's the whole point of it, because and I can't argue with him because it is his show. He started that show too. It was a great show. I know me, him, and Alec were all on it at one point, but it was, at the end of the day, his show. He hosted the show, and he sneakily put both the sharpshoot and rope break radio on that poll, so now he has a double chance of winning. It's sneaky. I'm a little jealous. I didn't think of that first, but at the end of the day, I don't think that's very fair for me or Alec. I think Alec has a real shot, and it also bothers me a little bit, and I haven't talked about this yet, but it really bothers me that, he went out of his way to, he's talking about, he wants to take Before the Bell out. He thinks that his show is better than my show, but really hasn't given Alec a fair chance in this running. He really makes it sound like Alec doesn't have a chance to win, and I completely disagree with that. Go look at the polls right now. Alec is very close. He could take this from behind for all I know. That's why I said in the post, I don't care if you vote for me. Vote for anybody other than the sharpshoot or rope break radio, because I just don't think it's fair that he has a double chance of winning. Both of his shows are on top right now, and I just don't think that's fair. I'm not trying to be a complainer. I'm not trying to go down. I'm not trying to dig at him or poke at him or whatever. I'm just frustrated that he would say those things, and that I know he's very competitive, and I know that's what this is all about, and I'm hoping it's nothing. Some of the things he did say about me, I don't take them personally, but they do kind of sting. I'm trying my best. I know this isn't a perfect show. I'm trying my best each and every week to make this better and better. And I really could use your guys' help. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. What suggestions do you have? Like I said, I welcome all opinions. If you have an opinion, let me know. Write it in the comment section on this video. Message me on Facebook. I always respond to people. I try to always respond. If you're going to message me directly, I always respond. So give me advice. What do you think I should do? I'm trying to make this better, and I know it's not perfect. So him, attacking me every week, it's all in good fun. I can handle it, but at the end of the day, sometimes some of the things he says stings, and I just don't think it's fair. So in a sense, I kind of just want to see him lose. Vote, react. As long as he loses, vote, react. I don't care. You don't have to vote. I can get 0 votes on Before the Bell. I don't care. It's fine with me. But I just don't want to see him. I just don't want to see him win, just for the fact that he put both of his shows in there, so that he has a greater chance than either me or Alec winning this. The chances of me and Alec winning this are slim, because both of his shows are, and Rope Break Radio's not even on anymore. How the hell? Why is that? Why the hell is that even a choice? There are 3 running podcasts, and it's not fair that he'd put 2 of his in there and not 2 of ours. But he has control over it, so there's nothing me or Alec can do about it. I'm not trying to paint a picture like he's a bad guy. Take it from me. Like I said, he's one of my closest friends, and I'm not just friends with just anybody. You have to be a really special person for me to be a friend with you. He really is a great person. He has a big heart. He's a really caring person, and he's honest, and that's so that's why I know he's not lying, because he's even said it to me that he doesn't want rope breakers giving away awards. So he is being honest with that. Yeah, he said it jokingly, and it kind of came off like a joke, but I can promise you he is serious about that. He doesn't want rope breakers. I guarantee you, if you message him right now and ask, can I give away an award? He's gonna say no. He just doesn't want it, and I really don't have a full answer why. And I hope, and I wish that I did. I wish I could explain to you why, or I could even understand why. But I'm not trying to rant your ear off for 15 minutes, but this is just kind of bothering me. I hope that he makes the decision to change that, and maybe come up with some way where rope breakers can vote on the best rope breaker, and then that person can give away an award. But I don't see that happening, and It really bums me out. But don't hate on the guy. You know, this is just something he's passionate about. But don't vote sharpshoot either. I know it's a great show. I love it, but come on, give us up and comers a shot. Let people know about Before the Bell, um, and hopefully you enjoyed this 15-minute podcast. Obviously, I didn't really have anything to talk about. Normally, I'll have something written down, um, and I'll talk about. Uh, Normally, I have something written down of what I want to talk about. Do bullet points, write little notes. Sometimes I talk about it, sometimes I don't. The whole point of this is I'm passionate about professional. That's why we started. That's why we started Rope Break Wrestling. We're passionate. We're three guys who are extremely passionate about professional wrestling, mainly the WWE, and we wanted to give people something that they can enjoy. And I hope and I guess by a lot of the feedback we've been getting from you guys, you thoroughly enjoy what we're doing. And again, that's another reason I appreciate your support. And and our mantra is for the fans, by the fans, and that's something that we all three of us live by. So that's again why it kind of is confusing to me that he wouldn't want a fan to be giving away an award, because that's all three of our mantras, and he says it constantly: for the fans, by the fans. Go watch Sharpshoot. He says it almost every single episode: for the fans, by the fans. Yet he doesn't want a fan giving away an award. I don't know. To me, it's just, I'm not trying to make something bigger than it is, but I need to talk about it, and it's bothering me. So I kind of wanted to get it off my chest and kind of clear the air with you guys. And I welcome any kind of feedback that you have about it. Do you think I'm overreacting? I don't think I'm reacting that crazy. I think I'm just kind of speaking my mind and giving my opinions. Do you think that we should allow you guys to give away an award? Do you think I'm right, or do you think Aussie's right? Do you think you guys shouldn't do that? I welcome all opinions on this show. But I know I said 15 minutes, and I told you I was going to give you a taste of Before the Bell, and I always fucking go over. Holy Christ. Always. Never fails. I say, I'm going to do this 45 minutes, and like an hour and a half later, people are like, are you shitting me? This guy doesn't know when to shut up. Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know. I just keep flapping my gums. Hopefully you go back and check some of my other episodes. Some are better than others. Like I said, I'm working on getting better and better each week. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this show. And with that being said, I'll just leave it at. I hope that in the future we can allow you guys to be more interactive and do more things with us, and not hold you guys back, and certainly not call you guys out. That's not something that if I'm calling you out, it's because you done something awesome. And I'm just acknowledging that you did something pretty badass. But definitely not cool. So I do want to apologize on behalf of Rope Break Wrestling. Myself, I can't speak for Aussie, but I do want to apologize for what he said, because this is my company too. I want to just issue an apology to Jose Paulino for being called out. That wasn't fair. And for all the rope breakers that he kind of insulted, even though it was jokingly, it was still an insult. And I want to apologize to all the rope breakers who hopefully you're not insulted too bad. Hopefully it doesn't deter you from watching his show, because I don't want that either. His show is great, and he does an amazing job at it. So hopefully it doesn't deter you from watching. But I think all I can say is, don't give up on the Sharpshoot. Don't give up on Aussie. He's a good dude. Kind of just didn't choose his words very wisely. And hopefully, I'm hoping to hear back from him. I'm hoping that he addresses this on the Sharpshoot this week. And I do hope maybe he issues an apology. That would be great. But if not, it is what it is. So, with that being said, we're in overtime. We're 20 minutes in. And this is where I wrap it up, because I told you 15 minutes. We're 5 minutes over. That's all right. It is what it is. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate all of your support once again. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And the Rope Breakers, the Rope Break team, we do appreciate it, even if Aussie doesn't show it all the time. I tell your friends about rope break. If your friends, I say this every single podcast because it always holds true. If you got friends who don't know about rope break wrestling because you haven't told them about it, then you're being not only being a bad rope breaker, but you're also being a neglectful friend. So do yourself a favor, do your friend a favor, do us a favor, bring them on over to the rope break lifestyle. Because in all honesty, if you're not living the rope break lifestyle, then you're not truly living. And I know what you're thinking. Come on, dude. You own this site. You're trying to just push it on us. You're trying to make it sound like it's better than it is. No, I truly believe in this brand because, like I said, for the fans, by the fans. I love everything we do, and like I said, I appreciate you guys and your support. So no, this has nothing to do with me being biased. It is simply a fact of life. So do your friends a favor, bring them on over to Rope Break, Facebook.com/Rope Break Wrestling, like our page, Twitter.com/Rope Break Wrestling, follow us. Go to RopeBreakWrestling.com, hit that bookmark. That way you don't have to go dig through the trash to find good rumors. You know exactly where to find them. They're all at RopeBreakWrestling.com. Do yourself a favor and get out of the bleachers and get in the ring. Guys, thank you once again for tuning in to Before the Bell. This has been a special weekend edition, especially for you guys and for myself to get this off my chest. I wanted to clear the air. Thank you for listening. Make sure to come back this coming up Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, give or take, because, like I said, with YouTube being a pain in the ass, I can't promise you it's going to be able to upload at noon. I hope it does. But if it doesn't, like I said, I'll let you guys know. So thank you for watching. I think I said thank you like 1,000 times. If you want to go back and listen again and try to count how many times I said thank you or repeated the same exact phrase over and over and over and over, I have a habit of doing that. You can do that, and you'll win a very special prize. I'll give you a high five or a thumbs up or way to go, old chum. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys back here, same exact time, same exact place.